Hello dear students. In the last lecture, we have already started with the solid state fermentation as well as submerged fermentation. And we have already seen that in solid state fermentation, we use solid media, and in submerged fermentation, we use liquid medium. So in our today's lecture, we are going to see the comparison between both the types of fermentation technique, or the differences between the submerged fermentation and solid state fermentation. So the first point is the submerged fermentation can be carried out as batch or continuous technique. Now here, in a single batch, by using single batch also, fermentation process can be easily carried out, or by the continuous supply of nutrients and continuous release of the products, also we can carry out the submerged fermentation. So by using both the techniques, batch fermentation as well as continuous fermentation technique can be used in the submerged fermentation. On the other hand, in the solid state fermentation, it can only carried out in a single batch. When it means यहाँ हमें क्या करना पड़ता है, एक सिंगल बैच में न्यूट्रिएंट सप्लाई करके माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिजम्स इनोकुलेट करते हैं, एंड डायरेक्टली प्रोडक्ट प्रोड्यूस होने के बाद वो सब प्रोडक्ट का प्यूरिफिकेशन होने के बाद हमें दूसरी बैच लगानी पड़ती है. Okay, so the product can be produced in a single batch. Then the second point is, in submerged fermentation, media is added in large vessels. Now, as the liquid broth is used in the submerged fermentation, so the vessels or the fermenters used in this technique are large in the size. On the other hand, in solid state fermentation, flat vessels or trays are used. अभी हम सॉलिड स्टेट फर्मेंटेशन में क्या करते हैं, सॉलिड मीडिया यूज़ करते हैं. सो डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ ट्रेज और फ्लैट वेसल्स जिसका सरफेस एरिया ज़्यादा होगा, उसमें हम क्या करते हैं, अपना सॉलिड मीडियम स्प्रेड करते हैं. सो इन सच वेसल्स आवर सॉलिड media is spread, and then the inoculation is carried out. The third point is, in submerged fermentation, surface area to volume height ratio is very less. मतलब यहाँ as we are using the liquid medium, so there is not the surface of the container does not matter. So surface can be in the less size, but on the other hand, in the solid state fermentation, surface area to volume height ratio is very low. Now हम यहाँ क्या करते हैं कि ट्रे यूज़ करते हैं या फिर फ्लैट वेसल यूज़ करते हैं, जिसमें हम अपना सॉलिड मीडिया स्प्रेड करते हैं. Even in labs you might have used Petri plates for the inoculation of nutrient agar. So what happens, the bacteria are inoculated on the surface of the solid media. So for the growth of those microorganisms, the surface area should be available on the large extent. So here in solid state fermentation, surface area to volume height ratio is very high. Then in submerged fermentation, 5 to 10% of inoculum is added. As we have discussed earlier, in submerged fermentation, large amount of nutrients are required. The size of the vessel is also larger. So inoculum added inside the submerged fermentation technique is also in the large concentration. Means for example, अगर 100 ml न्यूट्रिएंट ब्रॉथ होगा तो हमें एटलीस्ट 5 to 10 ml इनोकुलम ऐड करना होगा सो दैट माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिज्म कैन ग्रो प्रॉपरली एंड प्रोड्यूस द डिजायर्ड बायोएक्टिव कंपाउंड in larger quantity. On the other hand, in the solid state fermentation, less inoculum is added as compared to submerged fermentation. Then the next point is inoculum is usually in liquid form in submerged fermentation. अभी हम क्या करते हैं, सबमर्ज फर्मेंटेशन में लिक्विड ब्रॉथ यूज़ करते हैं. तो लिक्विड ब्रॉथ में अगर लिक्विड इनोकुलम ऐड किया जाए तो वो इजीली डिस्ट्रीब्यूट हो जाएगा या फिर इजीली माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिजम्स कैन मूव एंड मिक्स इन द लिक्विड मीडियम. सो इनोकुलम एडेड इन द सबमर्ज फर्मेंटेशन इज जनरली इन द लिक्विड फॉर्म. ऑन द अदर हैंड, इन सॉलिड स्टेट फर्मेंटेशन इनोकुलम इज यूजुअली स्प्रेड ऑन द सरफेस ऑफ मीडिया. यहाँ अगर सॉलिड मीडिया भी होगा या फिर सॉलिड इनोकुलम भी होगा तो वो सिर्फ सिंपली ट्रेस पर या फिर सॉलिड मीडिया पर स्प्रेड कर दिया. देन ऑल्सो द माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिज्म कैन ईजिली ग्रो एंड मल्टीप्लाई. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, यू माइट हैव डन वेरियस प्रैक्टिकल्स इन योर लैब्स जिसमें आपने क्या किया कि न्यूट्रिएंट अगार की प्लेट पर सिर्फ सिंपली सॉइल सैंपल स्प्रिंकल कर दिया, फिर भी after the incubation period microorganisms were easily or the colonies of microorganisms were easily observed on the nutrient agar plate. The next point is in the submerged fermentation the product used are usually high as compared to input cost. Means here the product which are produced in the submerged fermentation technique are generally in the high concentration, but the cost required for the production is also high as compared to solid state fermentation. On the other hand, in the solid state fermentation product yield is comparatively less. यहाँ क्या होता है कि सरफेस एरिया कम होने की वजह से प्रोडक्ट का जो यील्ड होता है इन द सॉलिड स्टेट फर्मेंटेशन वो एज कंपेयर टू सबमर्ज फर्मेंटेशन से क्या होता है, कम होता है. देन द in submerged fermentation lesser space is required. A single vessel can be used for the production of the product. So एक फर्मेंटर यूज़ करके हम क्या कर सकते हैं, ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा यील्ड प्रोडक्ट की गेन कर सकते हैं. इसलिए द लेस एरिया और द लेस स्पेस इज रिक्वायर्ड for the submerged fermentation. On the other hand, in the solid state fermentation, different types of trays are used, different types of flat vessels are used. So area for installation of those trays and flat vessels is more. So the space required for the solid state fermentation process is also larger or more as compared to submerged fermentation. Then next point is in submerged fermentation, as the submerged fermentation is carried out in the closed vessel, so the chances or the risk of contamination is very less in the submerged fermentation process. On the other hand, the trays and the vessels are open and the large surface area is required for the solid state fermentation. The chances of contamination is more in SSF. Next point is, if a batch get contaminated, there is loss of entire batch. मतलब हम क्या करते हैं, इन सबमर्ज फर्मेंटेशन एक ही फर्मेंटर या फिर एक ही वेसल यूज़ करते हैं जिसमें हम पूरा न्यूट्रिएंट्स ऐड करके, इनोकुलम ऐड करके पूरी फर्मेंटेशन की प्रोसेस कैरी आउट करते हैं और बाद में प्रोडक्ट निकालते हैं. सो इफ़ ये प्रोसेस के दौरान सबमर्ज फर्मेंटेशन प्रोसेस में कंटैमिनेशन होता है तो वो पूरा बैच हमें क्या करना पड़ता है, डिस्पोज करना पड़ता है या फिर डिस्कार्ड करना पड़ता है या फिर फेंक देना पड़ता है. इट इज़ ऑफ नो यूज़. सो इफ द कंटैमिनेशन इज कॉज्ड इन एनी पर्टिकुलर बैच, देन द एंटायर बैच is of no use and the loss of entire batch is carried out or caused. On the other hand, in solid state fermentation हम क्या करते हैं, डिफरेंट ट्रेज यूज़ करते हैं. सो अगर एक ट्रे में कंटैमिनेशन होता है, ओनली दैट ट्रे इज ऑफ नो यूज़. Remaining other trays can be utilized for the further processes. So if a tray gets contaminated, then there is a loss of only one tray but not the entire batch. मतलब यहाँ कंटेमिनेशन होने के बाद भी हम क्या कर सकते हैं, लॉसेस को प्रिवेंट कर सकते हैं इन सॉलिड स्टेट फर्मेंटेशन. देन इन सबमर्ज फर्मेंटेशन टेक्निक, entire fermentation media is utilized by microorganism for the growth and product production. मतलब जितना हम न्यूट्रिएंट सप्लाई करते हैं इन सब लिक्विड ब्रॉथ, वो सब न्यूट्रिएंट्स बैक्टीरिया या फिर माइक्रोऑर्गेनिज्म क्या करते हैं, ईजिली यूटिलाइज कर सकते हैं एंड दे कैन ईजिली यूटिलाइज दिस मीडिया एंड प्रोड्यूस द प्रोडक्ट्स विच आर यूजफुल at the market level or which are useful for the various process purposes. On the other hand, in solid state fermentation there is wastage of fermentation media. यहाँ क्या होता है, माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिज्म स्लोली मीडिया न्यूट्रिएंट्स यूटिलाइज करते हैं, प्रोसेस भी बहुत स्लो होती है प्रोडक्ट प्रोडक्शन की, एंड द लॉस ऑफ मीडिया or the nutrient is carried out at the larger scale. The next point is aeration and agitation of system is possible by use of sprayers and impellers. Now you might be knowing that in the fermenters different types of air spargers are set, then impellers and different types of spargers can be used to provide proper aeration and agitation to the system, which helps in the proper mixing of nutrients and proper utilization of nutrients by the microorganisms for the production of desired product. On the other hand, aeration is usually carried out by passing sterile air inside the solid media and no agitation is provided. अभी मीडिया क्या है, यहाँ पर सॉलिड है. अगर सॉलिड मीडिया को एजिटेशन या फिर शेकिंग किया गया, दैट सॉलिड मीडिया विल गेट डिस्टर्ब एंड माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिज्म कैनॉट यूज दोज मीडिया इन प्रॉपरली, एंड एरेशन is carried out by the supplying a sterile area on the surface of the media. Then submerged fermentation, power consumption is high in the submerged fermentation because as all the automated processes are used for the aeration, agitation, pH controlling, then the different types of thermostat are also set in this technique. So the power required for running all these processes is more, so the energy consumption in the or the power consumption in the submerged fermentation technique is more. On the other hand, solid state fermentation requires low power consumption. Then controlling parameters like temperature, pH is easy in the submerged fermentation technique. Here the automated systems can be implemented which can easily adjust or control the pH and temperature of that fermentation process. But in the solid state fermentation, controlling of such parameters is quite difficult, as liquid broth is used and continuous aeration and agitation is provided in the submerged fermentation. The foaming continuously occurs in the liquid broth or in the submerged fermentation. So there is need of adding anti-foaming agent inside it, and the cost also increases. But in solid state fermentation, foaming doesn't occurs. Then the next point is, in the submerged fermentation process, automation and the use of computers is easy. Now as the proper automatic conditions are provided, so these submerged fermentation process can be easily carried out. On the other hand, by using the solid media or in the solid state fermentation, such automation and the use of computer is difficult. As in the submerged fermentation, automation and computer use is easy, so the less labors are required. On the other hand, labor requirement in the solid state fermentation is more. Now, which type of products can be produced in the submerged fermentation? Now, there are different examples like different types of antibiotics. For example, penicillin, streptomycin can be easily produced by using submerged fermentation technique. On the other hand, in solid state fermentation technique, different products like vinegar, enzymes like amylase can be easily produced on the solid media. So here are few examples of bacterial enzyme production using both the fermentation technique, solid state fermentation and submerged fermentation. For example, if we will see L-asparginase enzyme, which is used or which is produced by using Streptomyces species. If Streptomyces species is used or produced on the solid state medium or the solid medium, which is soybean meal, it generally produces 49.23 units per ml of enzyme. On the other hand, if yeast extract medium or the liquid medium is used, it produces only 24.61 units per ml of enzymes. Means here this asparginase enzyme can be produced on the large scale by using solid state fermentation. On the other hand, if we will consider another example of xylinase enzyme, this xylinase enzyme can be produced at the large scale on the submerged fermentation, which is 16.33 units per ml. And if this xylenase enzyme is produced on solid state fermentation, it only 6.18 units of enzymes can be produced on solid state. मतलब यहाँ क्या होता है, एक ही एंजाइम को दोनों टेक्निक यूज करके प्रोड्यूस किया गया, एंड देन इट इज चेक दैट विच टाइप ऑफ टेक्निक इज suitable for the growth of desired enzyme. Then this chart gives the short introduction or the examples of antibiotic production using both the types of fermentation, solid state fermentation as well as submerged fermentation. So there are few points which one should know about both the types of fermentation. That is, more than 75% of the industrial enzymes are produced using submerged fermentation. Means as compared to the solid state fermentation, submerged fermentation is used in the large scale, and near about 75% of enzymes produced today at the industrial level are produced by submerged fermentation technique. And the major reason of using submerged fermentation is that it supports the utilization of genetically modified organisms to a greater extent than the solid state fermentation. मतलब जो भी genetically modified organisms होते हैं, that genetically modified organisms can easily utilize the liquid nutrients as compared to the solid nutrients. Then another reason why solid state fermentation is widely used is that enzymes can easily produced or isolated or removed from the liquid media as compared to the solid state fermentation. In the the submerged fermentation, the accumulation of variety of intermediate metabolism results in the lowered enzyme activity and the production efficiency. अभी लिक्विड मीडिया में क्या होता है, जो भी मेटाबोलाइट्स होते हैं वो ज़्यादातर एक्यूमुलेट हो जाते हैं, and due to accumulation of those metabolites, enzyme activity is decreased and it also affects the productivity of that enzyme. And the last point is that based on the research, certain bioactive compounds have found to be produced in higher quantities in solid state fermentation, whereas other compounds have been extracted using submerged fermentation. Research में जो भी different types of bioactive products produce किए गए हैं, that can be produced at the higher quantities using submerged solid state fermentation, and few substances or the compounds can be extracted using submerged fermentation. So these are few differences or the comparisons between solid state fermentation and submerged fermentation. So here are some of the references which you can use to learn more about both the types of fermentation techniques. Thank you.